It's Week 15 of the 2024 season. And at center stage, it's the Raiders' leader at quarterback. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Raiders and the Falcons under the lights on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a first-round pick back in April's draft.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Raiders at 12-1 now to start play. And they've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. Steps away. Open man is the first-round pick, Brock Bowers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They're going to look to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And that last throw is going to be a big one, folks. Something many of us didn't think we would ever see. It moves him past the 6,000-yard mark in passing for a single season as his campaign just continues to get better and better. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Handoff up the middle, Hunt, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You talk about this Falcon defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that's complete to Adams. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Their mobile, agile quarterback with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. You got to now plan for those legs as well as him.
Offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's played well all year long as he enters the home stretch of the season as the NFL leader in touchdown passes. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
That's to Bowers once again. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Hunt will try going up the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd and 2. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's putting together a remarkable season, currently the NFL's leader in passing yards as we play here in the month of December. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. They'll run with Hunt. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
This now a 3rd and 4. This is Hunt on the draw play. Yeah, good work there in open space, and he's got this all the way down now to the 32. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. This offense #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Pass complete right side to Bowers. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And he's got it. Touchdown. Brock Bowers. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Raiders are able to extend their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him.
Team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the 1st down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Yeah, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good. We're all Las Vegas.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, he's got Myers. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up second down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Arnold Ebiketie able to record his 5th sack of the season. 3rd and 19. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Myers. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Here's 2nd and 7. A carry here for Hunt. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Swings this out for Hunt. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. He'll look to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Looking to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, Oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
3rd and 12. He'll look to throw. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 23-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And nothing to speak of there after the catch as they get him right to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. It's caught here by Adams. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. With that catch, he's now 18 away from 1,000, so he's at 982, and that's how many Randy Moss had, 2018 Hall of Famer.
And similar to the recent Hall of Famer, we argue about which catches were the most memorable because so many of them were 982 and counting.
The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 77 yards rushing for him now to this point. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. He'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. A little juke. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown Raiders. Kareem Hunt from 4 yards out. And the Raiders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Now a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with a big 4th quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll set up to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Rolling to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So an electrifying run there as he calls his own number and takes it all the way.
Brings a new dynamic to this offense, doesn't he? And right now I'm picturing the offensive coordinator, the head coach in their minds, drawing up some more running plays for this guy because he brings some excitement to this offense.
And just a young rookie, a lot of electricity yet. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. On the counter, Hunt. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 82 yards on the ground now for Hunt. It'll be a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. They'll look to throw again. Short throw caught by Bowers. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And the numbers there tell the story. That last completion going to move him up over 400 yards passing now for the game.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
That's complete into the hands of Myers. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Back to throw again. Touchdown! Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did, and just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides. So for the Raiders, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.